Hey there. Today we're diving into a new kind of social network called Bloqr. It's built on a pretty huge promise. What if you, not some giant corporation, were in complete control of your data and your online world? So let's dig in and see how they're planning to actually pull this off.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? For so long, a few massive companies have been the gatekeepers. Their secret algorithms decide what pops up in our feeds, what news we see, what ideas we're exposed to. But what if there was another way?
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the big problem, centralization. Then we'll get right into Bloqr's solution, how it keeps your data safe, rewards you for contributing, and puts moderation in the hands of the community. And finally, we'll zoom out and look at the bigger picture. All right, first up, the problem with centralization. I mean, if you've ever felt like the social platforms you use every day just aren't really working for you anymore, well, this is pretty much the reason why. Okay, so let's break this down. On the left, that's the internet most of us know. Big companies call all the shots, their algorithms are a total black box, and at the end of the day, they own your content, not you. But the model on the right, it flips that whole script. Here, you, the user, are in charge. It's your data, your content, your rules. And that is exactly where Bloqr comes into the picture. It's a platform built from the ground up with that second model in mind, designed specifically to solve the problems we were just talking about. So, what is Bloqr? At its heart, it's a social network that runs on blockchain. And everything it does revolves around three really simple but powerful ideas: giving you real ownership, making sure everything is transparent, and protecting your freedom. It's all right there in the slogan: your data, your voice, your network. So how does that actually play out in practice? Well, it starts with you literally owning your data because you hold the cryptographic keys, no one else. Then, the rules of the platform aren't hidden away. They're open for everyone to see and check. And maybe the biggest one, moderation isn't done by some faceless team in an office. It's handled by the community itself. Okay, let's really dig into that first principle, because it's a big one: data ownership. How does Bloqr actually protect your content and keep you in the driver's seat? The secret sauce here is a technology called BNB Greenfield. And here's an easy way to think about it. Instead of your data living on one single company's server farm somewhere, it's spread out across a massive global network of computers. It's less like putting your files in one private vault and more like spreading them across thousands of secure lockboxes all over the world. Let's just follow the journey of one of your posts. The second you hit post, it's encrypted on your device. Then, that encrypted file is broken up and scattered across all those different computers. But here's the most important part: only you have the key that can put it back together and unlock it. This also means your data is permanent. It exists independently of the Bloqr app, so it's safe even if the app itself were to disappear tomorrow. All right, next up is another feature that's a total game changer: getting rewarded for the value you bring to the network. You know, on current platforms, all your posts and comments make the company money. On Bloqr, that value comes back to you. And look, this isn't just a nice theory. The numbers back it up. We've seen from similar projects that when you actually reward people with tokens, engagement just goes through the roof. For instance, users who were rewarded are up to 27 times more likely to comment. That's how you build a really vibrant community, right from the start. And the whole process is incredibly straightforward. You just do what you're probably already doing on social media: posting things, commenting, liking stuff. As you do that, you earn BLQR tokens that go right into your crypto wallet. From there, you can use them for cool in-app features, or even trade them on the wider BNB chain. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room for any social platform: moderation. Bloqr's approach is pretty radical. It just throws out the whole idea of secret, biased algorithms completely. The entire system is built to be transparent and democratic. If you see a post that's breaking the rules, you flag it. But that flag doesn't go to some mystery employee or cold algorithm. It goes to the community. The users themselves vote on whether the content stays or goes. And whatever they decide gets recorded on the blockchain for everyone to see forever. So what you end up with is a system that's just fundamentally more fair. The people using the network are the ones making the tough calls, and because the rules are public and the process is democratic, you get rid of that risk of corporate bias or weird random censorship that we see so much of elsewhere. You know, all of this points to a much bigger trend. Bloqr isn't just about a single app. It's part of a whole movement towards a decentralized internet that's owned by its users. So let's take a quick look at the roadmap and what's next. These three principles are really the bedrock that makes this whole thing possible. Security isn't just a company's promise, it's guaranteed by cryptography, by math. Immutability means your post can't be secretly deleted or changed behind your back. And transparency means every major decision is out in the open. It all adds up to a system you can actually trust.
And this isn't just an idea. There's a real plan to make it happen. This year, the focus is on rolling out premium features with that full decentralized storage. Next year, the plan is to expand the token economy and introduce formal on-chain voting, making it even more community-run. And beyond that, it's all about growth and building the tools the community needs.
And really, it all comes back to this one powerful idea. It's about shifting the power back to you, letting you decide on your own terms how your content, your digital life is seen, shared, and stored. And that kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. If you could really, truly own your corner of the internet, what would you do with it? What kind of community would you build? In a world where you're not just a user, but an owner, the possibilities are pretty much endless. And that is the promise of a decentralized web.